I'm Maisie and this is CCN's Weekly News 5 at 5, October 29th. The Central Coast daily COVID-19 cases have continued to fall this week, with the daily toll now in its single digits. This graph shows the daily numbers over the last 10 days. Vaccination rates continue to climb, with 83% fully vaccinated in the 16-plus population. From Monday, new travel freedoms will be available to coasties wanting to travel to the regions, which includes Newcastle. Remember to go to the coronavirus section of our website for all local news related to COVID-19. The Woy Woy Wharf officially opened this week, and CCN was there to witness the opening, complete with an old-fashioned brass band.
The main difference is this one's a floating pontoon, meaning that it will rise and fall with the tide. So therefore, any of our elderly or disabled passengers have now got clear level access onto our vessels.
It's a testament to us as a community to deliver amazing infrastructure like this for everybody to use. We know the Central Coast is undoubtedly the best place to live, work and play, but it's so important that our community also has the necessary infrastructure.
We'll be open today. As I said, it's a big thank you to the state government for their contribution, which was just a shade under $4 million, and the council tipped in approximately $1.6 million.
The New Liberals candidate Vanya Holt took a swipe at the old Liberals on PEP 11 this week, accusing them of failing to support the parliamentary bill that would have stopped the oil and gas drilling off the coast once and for all.
It seems a bit strange that a company would be tendering for works, yet the Scott Morrison and the Liberal National Party has said, oh no, we're not going to go ahead with this. Why would a company be spending all this money on starting to tender for businesses, etc., to start this process when the government has said they're not going to head ahead? Wouldn't the shareholders be very upset with the company saying, oh, we're going to waste all this money on something that's not going to go ahead? And I'm a bit concerned that perhaps it is going to go ahead now that Keith Pitt's in Cabinet.
And the Tuggerah and Brisbane Water local police districts launched their anti-domestic violence campaign this week called Say No to Abuse. Our reporter Sky Hull was there at the launch.
Say it takes an average of 7 attempts for a victim to flee a violent relationship for good. But leaving an abuser is an important step towards a better life, and help is available.
We're the service that operates between Wyong, Gosford and Woy Woy Local Court, and we also take all the referrals that police attend. So they send a referral onto our service, and then we make that first contact once the incident has occurred to provide safety planning and referrals in regards to any supports they may need, and also through the court advocacy we offer that support through that process as well.
Remember, coasties, there's no excuse for abuse. Sky Hull, Central Coast News.
Let's go to Dave with an update on council issues.
Thanks, Maisie. We talked to the council's administrator, Rick Hart, this week. Among other things, Mr Hart confirmed the sale of Gosford Council Chambers. It is under contract. Here's a little of what he had to say.
It was definitely designated for sale. We are in some discussions with a party, but there are no signed contracts at this point in time. But we are in discussions with the party, and I have to say, if this can be brought to fruition, then it is a massive, big gain for the Gosford area. So, the winner will be, Gosford as a whole, really.
And the stadium management contract was not yet resolved, as you can hear, leaving the Mariners hanging in their plans for the new A-League season. Here's Rick again.
One thing I would say, David, is that we're all big supporters of the Mariners.
Yep.
Nobody would want to see them moving away or anything like that. So I'm sure that our people who are assessing tenders and looking at things, have in mind that the Mariners, we are keen that they don't get disadvantaged at all out of any deal that may be done.
Thanks, Dave. All of these stories and thousands more can be found on our website without a paywall, or in this week's Coast Community News, Coast Community Chronicle and the Pelican Post. Remember to subscribe to all of our YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Spotify and Instagram pages for updates throughout the week, and keep an eye out for Sky Hull's video updates. And to finish off this week, a peacock predicament. These beautiful birds at Arimborough ruffling a few feathers. We'll see you next week. Have a safe weekend. Bye-bye.
You have to manage them sensibly. That's the critical part of it. It's no different to anywhere else, whether you're on a property and you're managing a flock of cows or sheep. If you have too many, you move them. If you can't support them in the environment, then you move them to another environment that they can be supported in. Unfortunately here, you know, it's evolved so fast that now people are getting to the point where they're becoming stressed about it. It shouldn't be. We should be able to appreciate the wildlife that's here.
Central Coast News has reached out to Council, Local Land Services, Wires and National Parks to see what can be done to address the community's concerns. Calga's Walkabout Wildlife Park has also agreed to take on some of the younger males to help reduce numbers this breeding season.
Well, I think the council should look at rehoming them, you know, to be honest, and that's not happening. And, you know, we could have this interview again in 3 years' time, there'll be loads more. And then something will have to be done. So I think somebody needs to step in, the authorities need to step in and have a look at this situation and deal with it.
And as for growing veggies in Ourimbah,
Now, something that I want to put on record and clearly state, peacocks do not dig up vegetable gardens. Turkeys do. Do something about the turkeys, you'll fix your problem. Okay?
Sky Hull, Central Coast News.